All right, let's jump right in. If you feel like the market's chaos is just yanking you around, then you're in exactly the right place. We're about to break down the framework that separates the pros from everyone else, the thing that moves you from reacting with your emotions to executing with discipline.
I mean, does this sound familiar? The market just takes off, your phone is buzzing with alerts, and that little voice in your head is screaming, "You gotta get in, you're gonna miss it." That feeling, that raw gut punch of panic, that's impulsiveness. That's where the chaos wins. And today, we're gonna take that impulse apart, piece by piece.
This isn't just some bad habit, it's a trap. And the bait is always FOMO, the fear of missing out. But here's the good news, and trust me, it is really good news. There's an antidote to all of this chaos, a single powerful one. And that's it. It's not a magic indicator, it's not some secret I'm gonna sell you. It's all about deeply, truly understanding one core concept that pretty much governs everything. And once you see it, well, you can't unsee it. And that impulsive voice in your head, it starts to get very, very quiet.
And here it is, the whole shebang. It's called price delivery. This is your key to unlocking the market's internal logic. This is how you stop just reacting to price and you start anticipating its next move. And look, this isn't about predicting the future with a crystal ball. It's about understanding the underlying process.
So what is price delivery, really? Think of it like the market's algorithm, its operating system. It has this 3-beat rhythm. First, you get consolidation. That's where the orders are building up. Then, bam, you get expansion, a big, decisive move. And then, a reversal or a pullback. And here's the thing, this is not random. It is a deliberate process, and it repeats on every single time frame. Getting this is everything.
Okay, so let's make this super practical. Here's a real rule that comes directly from understanding price delivery. Imagine there's a huge down day, what we call a large range day. Now, what does the amateur trader do the next morning? They chase it, right? They try to short it, totally reacting to yesterday's news. But the professional? Nope. The professional understands the process. They wait. They actually watch for the price to trade back up into that previous day's range. And then, and this is the magic right here, if that price fails to get back above the 50% level, that midpoint, and it starts showing weakness, boom, that's your high probability signal that the original sell-off is likely back on. See? No impulse, just a clear, structured plan.
And this right here, this is a concept that trips up so many developing traders. That little pullback we were just talking about, most people see that and they yell, "It's a break in market structure, the trend is reversing." But it's not. It's a shift in market structure. It's just a temporary move against the main trend. And knowing that, understanding that a shift is actually a signal to get ready for a continuation, man, that is a massive edge. Okay, so we have a technical framework to help conquer impulse. That's a great start. But what about the other monster in the room? Fear. What do we do when we see our setup? We know it's there, but we're just frozen, too scared to act. Let's tackle that one head on. And I want you to be really honest with yourself for a second. Why are you really afraid to pull the trigger? Or maybe you're afraid to let a winning trade run. Do you think it's the market you're afraid of? Or is it something a little deeper than that?
Well, here's the answer. It's a little blunt, maybe, but it's the absolute truth. Your fear isn't just an emotion, it's a data problem. It is the direct result of not having enough hard evidence, not enough of your own case studies that prove to you that your setup works. You're not afraid of the market, you're afraid because you're operating in the unknown.
So the solution is simple. You build the evidence, and your journal is the weapon you use to do it. And I want to be clear, this is not a diary for your feelings. This is a tool for building what we call pseudo-experience, and building it fast. Every single chart you mark up, every setup you document, you are literally conditioning your brain to recognize your edge in real time. This journal will prove to you what works, what doesn't, and it'll show you how to handle a drawdown. I promise you, it will become the single greatest trading book you ever read, because you're the one writing it.
And I just love this way of looking at it. Your journal isn't just about cold, hard data. It's a tool for self-coaching. It's you documenting your progress, celebrating your own wins, and building this fortress of confidence that no outside opinion can ever break down. You literally become your own best mentor.
And let's be real clear about the bottom line here. Clicking that buy or sell button without a journal full of your own case studies, it's the trading version of jumping out of an airplane with absolutely no parachute training. It's not brave, it's just reckless. Your journal, that's your training. That's your parachute. That's the confidence you need to know exactly what to do.
Okay, so we've tackled impulse and we've tackled fear. But what about that last demon of trading, greed? You might actually be surprised to hear where it really comes from.
You see, greed isn't just about wanting more money. It's actually a symptom of a scarcity mindset. It's that desperate, panicked feeling that if you don't squeeze every last drop out of this one move, you'll never get another chance. And that feeling comes from a fundamental lack of trust in your process and in the market itself.
So how do we build that trust? I want you to think of your equity curve like you're climbing a mountain. You don't just sprint to the summit, right? No. You ascend for a while and then you plateau. You set up a base camp and you let your mind get comfortable with the new altitude. Rushing is how you fall. That patient, deliberate climb, that's how you actually get to the peak.
This right here, this is the core belief that absolutely kills greed. Your setup is not a once-in-a-lifetime event. It is a repeating phenomenon. It is literally coded into the market's DNA. It will be there tomorrow and the next day. You have to trust that.
And this is how you put it into practice. This is the ultimate act of discipline. Your model tells you to take the trade, you take it. And when it gets to your target, you're done. You have to be content. Close the charts, walk away, and trust that your setup will be there again tomorrow. That is control.
So here's the bottom line. The market is a casino. It's run by institutions, and they have a very specific set of rules. You cannot change those rules. You can't fight them with emotion. The only thing you can do is learn them, understand them, and play by them.